Hello there, Gary here. Well, thank you very much for getting registered and getting yourself set up so you can open up the software. Just wanted to quickly go over a few things page by page as you come into it so that you get a feeling for what can be done in here. You'll notice on the first page that we have a budget in here, and that budget can be changed. When you click seeded acres, this is after you've got seeded, it will automatically make the budget a read-only file, and then you can see what you're at, make your changes, and the same goes for before harvest and the same for after harvest. There will be future reports that will document what the changes were between those so that you can become more comfortable with how well you're doing at predicting where you're going to be at. The fixed costs are pretty straightforward. Uh, there's question marks beside any of these that if you need some answers as to what's in there, it's up on top. You can find I'm not as fussed as to whether the interest on capital credit or just operating credit or principal payments, as long as all the payments are in there, including interest. That's all that counts to me. Equipment replacement fund, this replaces depreciation. There's a calculator here. You enter into what the name of the item is. It only covers the four major items that I felt were necessary: tractors, planters, drills, sprayers, and combines, so that you can pick out what they are, and then you put in what year they are, value today, replacement value, years to replace, and it will calculate how much you've got to put into savings. So very easy and slick to do and easy to change. Next page is going into the crop plan. Well, we can add as many crops as you want. No problem. This summary rides along on the bottom down here all the time. Picking your crops, put in the previous crops. If you wanted to get rid of a crop, just a garbage can. Again, there's question marks. Anything that's filled in here will tell you how to manage the rental arrangements or anything. And can be done relatively quickly along with all of your per unit type costs, yields. A couple of things that are different in here is a market decision tool, which automatically brings up your costs and shows you where you've got to be in the marketplace. And with the price you've picked, what your break-even yield is, and it just gives you a visual to show. So the less red that's on the paper, the better it is. So quickly, the other thing is a marketing tracker, sale date, volume, percentage. Just fill this out because it starts with your total production up here, and it'll always keep your break-even price. This will be sent to you in a text every 2 weeks. So you'll have a text on hand all the time. If somebody's phoned you and wants to buy something or is making you an offer, you'll be able to just check your texts and find out where you're at and what you've sold. Really, the most important thing that you need to put in here is what the volume is. You don't need to fill anything else in if you don't want to. It can be done quite quickly, and this was at the request of one of the fellas that works with us on putting this together, Bart Chute. So felt that would be very helpful and looking forward. The additional income area is relatively straightforward. Any insurance payments that come out on those crops, they're listed. And the reports themselves, these can all be printed. You'll find that they're all pretty straightforward. And if there's other reports that you think should be in here, that's one of the reasons we'd like you to fill it in, is to tell us what it is. The Profarmance tools, one of the things that some people have sort of missed is the fact that on any of these places on here, there's a video. Wherever the arrow is at the end, there's a video that describes what's going on in this particular item. And the video will give you the reasons why we did what we did and what the whole thing means. So these videos are very helpful and will help you decide what can be done. We have some other Profarmance tools in the works right now. One that's going to balance out some machinery costs against acres, or instead of harvesting acres, how many dollars you put through the combine. We're looking at it a little differently. Nobody's done that. So at the end here, remember, saves down here in the bottom right-hand side. If you want to duplicate the plan, it'll make another plan the same, and you can go through the process of renaming it. And you can put in as many plans as you want. They're all kept here for as long as you're a client. It'll still be here. The auto log system is one that you push this. It'll show you when you made any changes, and so it'll be a way to go back and see what you did change and go from there. So, or you can delete the complete plan over here. So anyway, hopefully you're going to find these useful. We've tried to put it together in a very friendly nature and one that will make your time on here very efficient. And looking at that situation where we might be looking at some other crops, you can just add another crop here and put it in and go through the numbers. Check out where your fixed costs are and get them in order, because we don't think that the marketplace is going to be super aggressively higher prices over the next while. So with that, thank you for going through this process and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.